Intruder alert.
Hey everybody, this is Scott, aka The Intruder. Today I am bringing you a new series on speculation on the Elder Scrolls 6. And so we're going to start off today with speculation on location as well as speculation on release date. If you go back to Fallout 3 and when it was released, and then the time between Fallout 3 and Skyrim, you get about 3 years roughly. And then if you go between the Elder Scrolls 5 or Skyrim and Fallout 4, you get about 4 years. So, it could take roughly around the same amount of time to produce produce Elder Scrolls 6 as you do the Fallout, so 4 years. So we could potentially be looking another 2.5 years. They seem to like November release dates at Bethesda, and so we can speculate that it's a good possibility. Doesn't necessarily mean it's set in stone or anything. It doesn't necessarily mean they're even working on the Elder Scrolls 6, because Pete Hines said it in a tweet himself that they weren't even working on the Elder Scrolls 6 right now. They had a bunch of other projects that they're working on, but with Bethesda expanding recently and becoming a bigger studio altogether, it's a possibility that could happen, but you never know. So my vote is for the end of 2019, November, roughly November 10th, 11th, somewhere in that area. Now, as far as the location of the Elder Scrolls 6, that's a whole different story. There's not really a lot of information or experience that could really point us in the right direction. Arena, the first Elder Scrolls, took place in all of Tamriel. However, and it was a really, really big game, bigger than all the last 3 Elder Scrolls games combined, but it had a random world generator. So you'd go and you could see the see the world, but it was just randomly generated. Whereas like games like Morrowind and Skyrim, as well as Oblivion, they all had set worlds that were created by the developers instead of just a random world generator. So you got the same experience, or the same type of the same environment that everyone else was experiencing. Anyone who was playing that game. But so we had the second Elder Scrolls game, Daggerfall, took place in High Rock and Hammerfell, which is to the west of Skyrim, or to the south and west of Skyrim. And then you had Morrowind, which obviously took place in Morrowind. And Oblivion took place a little bit in Oblivion, but mostly in Cyrodiil. And then, of course, Skyrim took place in Skyrim. So it leaves a few places, the Somerset Isles, Valenwood, elsewhere, the Black Marsh, where one of the main Elder Scrolls games haven't taken place yet. It's very possible that we could see a revisit to somewhere like Skyrim. It's not necessarily Bethesda's style to revisit a place or do a direct sequel. Their style is more along the lines, okay, well, let's have this continue somewhere else, so we could definitely see the Somerset Isles. We could see Valenwood, we could see elsewhere, we could see the Black Marsh. It's probably going to take place more along the lines in a human place, so we could see Valenwood, elsewhere. But you never know. There's a lot of places that it can take place, and while they could decide to get really ambitious and just recreate all of Tamriel in there, and you could visit a bunch of places in all of Tamriel, or select places from each province. So, anyways, hit me up in the comments below and let me know what you think and what your opinion on when the release date will be, and what location it'll take place in. And if you'd like, give me a little bit of reasoning behind that. That would be kind of cool, and maybe we could have a further discussion in the future. And don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button. And just want to say thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to comment and like, and make sure you hit that subscribe button for more awesome content.